welcome back to Plastic Paddies, episode number 3. Or I'm actually going to say this week, Cade Mila Vulture, because some of you will remember, I'm sure, our little spinny wheel.
Yeah.
And that's what we chose, that's what we used to choose this week's topic, which is language. And we've broken it up into a few different episodes, but this episode we're going to specifically focus on Gaeilge, Irish language. So yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you are listening or watching or whatever.
Yep.
And I also have to say thank you to everybody that has followed us on Instagram or TikTok or subscribed to our YouTube channel. We've got, did you say over 50 now?
Yeah.
We've got over 50 followers on Instagram.
More than halfway to 100.
Yeah. We've got 20 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
We've got 5 YouTube subscribers.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. And our last 2 videos have got one's got nearly 50 something views, and I think one's got 30 something views. And people will probably say, why are you getting so excited about that? But
I think it's amazing.
I think it's a good achievement. I think if we had all of those people in one room,
there's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. Yeah. So I feel
they would not all fit in here when we're recording. So.
But that would be a really good conversation if there was, or if we were talking here and we had an audience of that many people. I'd be very nervous, but it will be good.
Yeah. Plus, that's a lot of people. That's halfway to 100.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is really good.
Yeah.
Proud of us, girl.
Way to go.
And yeah, so thank you to anyone that has interacted. Please keep doing. If you come across this, subscribe, comment, share, listen to it wherever you get, all your podcasts.
Yes, and we're learning as we go, so it'll get better and better.
Better with us. Oh, and also I have to apologise for the last episode on Spotify. The volume was here, there, and everywhere. It was all over the place. I was trying to play around and make these mics tend to be quite pitchy, and I was trying to get them better, but it didn't work. Anyway,
it's fine.
We're learning, like Shauna said.
We've moved the mics today, so they're further away from us.
Yeah.
We're going to see how it goes.
Yeah. And we decided, I think Wednesday is going to be our new release day, right?
Yeah, Wednesday
at 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wednesdays at 12, I think, is now weekly, is when we're going to put the videos out.
I was going to say 6, but 12 is definitely what we talked about. So a fun little midweek pickup.
Yeah, I think that's right. That. A fun little midweek pickup, exactly. So yeah, welcome. So now what we do, catch up on our week. Yeah. So let us fill you in about what we've been doing. What have you been up to?
Just wrapping up a bunch of stuff at work this week, so it's been a bit manic.
So not much.
Yeah, it really has. Just wrapping up lots of ends of projects and meetings and whatever.
Same. Yeah. Busy work week, same old. But one day this is going to be my job. So
our job.
So you're not going to hear us saying that anymore.
I'm just going to get booted out.
No. Guys. I don't think I could do a podcast by myself. How would you?
I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day because I sound like a man because I'm not feeling very well, and I was like, oh, I may wonder if Kate could just do it by herself. You just be talking to yourself.
That's what I thought. I wouldn't know how to.
You wouldn't have anybody to bounce off of.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't. Yeah, I think it would be weird.
I was gonna say I'm all the organization, but you've really turned into the. Turned it on. How was your week?
Oh yeah, my week was good. Busy again, same old.
Yeah.
What did I get up to? On Wednesday, I went to the London Irish Centre
in Camden.
Yeah, London Irish Centre. If anyone from Ireland moves over to Britain, to London specifically, get yourself to the London Irish Centre. It's really amazing hub for Irish people, Irish descendants, people of Irish heritage.
Even if you like Irish heritage, I would go. Yeah. That's the first. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's really, really great. Massive, massive community. And I went to watch on the Wednesday a Irish stand-up. It was all Irish comedians. And it was really, really, really funny. Really, really good.
Yeah. It was good?
It was
Were
really
there lots
funny.
Of different comedians? There
was 4 people, and the guy that was hosting it is really funny. I'm really sorry, I can't remember any of their names, but I tell you what I can do now, because I'm a YouTube whiz, I can put all of their stuff in the... What is it called?
Yeah, she's a YouTube whiz and just likes to make fun of me.
What is it called? The thing at the bottom? Description?
Yeah, all the links in the description.
The links in the description.
She'll
yeah.
have their faces pop up
I'll
on
put,
the screen.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll
they
put
can
all
join
of
us
their
in our little chat.
all of their stuff in the bottom.
I only say that because the other 2 times you've edited was making fun of me about how far things are apart in Ireland, and then zooming in on my face.
And I made fun of myself.
Yeah,
Did you see the thing with the cork?
Yeah.
Guys, my editing, I'm sorry,
She's
but
doing
for
such a good
somebody
job.
that doesn't really know what they're doing, I feel like I'm doing all right.
10 out of 10.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, what did we do on Thursday? We went somewhere together.
Yes, we went back to the London Irish Centre.
Okay, enough.
Well, London Irish Centre.
Yeah.
In Camden to watch a stand-up one-woman show.
One-woman show,
monologue.
yeah.
I don't really know what you call it. Called Am I Irish Yet by Kate Kerrigan.
Mm-hmm.
It was phenomenal. I am too young to know some of the references, so I was a bit confused at some parts, but everything else was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And she was just really funny.
She was really good. I really enjoyed it. So basically we mentioned that we were going to watch the show was it the first episode?
Yeah.
We said we were going to go and watch it, and basically she is an Irish woman born to Irish parents in England. So she has an English accent, and she grew up in London.
Yeah. And she was born in England.
Yeah. She was born in London. She's got an English accent. She grew up in London, and she always, from a child, felt like she identified more with her Irishness.
Yeah.
And it's just the story of her life and how she's always felt Irish but never really been accepted as Irish. And yeah, it was amazing. It was relatable. She was really funny.
It was funny, but it was also like heart-pulling.
Yeah, it was quite emotional as well. Like
Yeah.
some of the things that she was saying, it was really emotional.
I was like, oh, I just got a little teary-eyed at some
Yeah,
parts. And I was
yeah.
like, oh, dang.
Yeah, and I was surprised by that, but I
Yeah.
did as well, actually. But I thought it was fantastic.
And the twist at the end,
yeah,
when she
yeah.
circled back around, I was like,
yeah, that was really good.
So if you see it, you should go watch it. It's
Yeah.
called Am I Irish Yet? And she refers to herself as a plastic Paddy.
Yeah, she's one of our own.
Yeah.
One of us, guys.
Hopefully she'll come on the podcast.
Yeah, I
And
hounded
so-
her after the show, and I got her to sign a book, and I told her about the podcast, but she already knew because she was like, oh, I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hi, Kate, if you've ever seen it. And we would really love her to come on the podcast at some point, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. She might be here one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Really good. She was just one of those people who her energy was so nice.
Yeah.
Lots of positive energy, and just her fingernails. This is such a random kind of, but they were bright green and sparkly, and I was like, oh, the whole show.
Yeah.
I just kept looking at it. I was like, well, maybe that's what I should
Yeah.
do.
She had amazing green nails. She had like a green stripy shirt on, and she had a belt that said Carly
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, she was brilliant. So that was what we
really
did.
good, and it was really it was just good how she did it by herself.
Yeah, she was literally just her on stage. There was
Yeah.
2 chairs and
And
like
a stand
pop
with a suitcase.
Yeah,
And some hats.
and she remembered everything.
I know.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she has lived a life. That woman, like,
Seriously.
she talks about her from childhood to like current day.
I know. I'm like, maybe I gotta switch careers.
Yeah, I know.
Excite myself.
She's had such a cool life.
Yeah.
But
definitely go check it out if you see it on.
If you do see it yet, definitely go. She's done it in Ireland. I think the London Irish Centre was her first UK performance, and it was really good. And I'm sure she'll be taking it to other places. So yeah, do go and see it. So yeah, well, that's what we did on Thursday. And then I don't think I've mentioned this on here before, but I am studying at the moment. So I also went to uni on the Saturday. And yeah.
Are you going to tell them what you're studying or no?
Oh yeah, I can. Interior design. I would like to be an interior designer. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going to be her guinea pig.
Yeah. Oh yes. So
I don't know.
you're
don't wanna
moving
say
soon.
that. Yeah.
You've said that already. So Shauna's moving soon, and I am going to be helping her design where she's moving to.
Roped in.
But I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really fun. She's forever sending me like, what do you think of these tiles? What do you think of this? What do you think of that?
Yeah.
But she's got really good taste, trust me.
But all the time, it's getting a bit much.
Yeah.
I need to chill. But I'm just so excited.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is exciting, and it's really fun. And one day when she's all moved in, you will see.
We'll have a different background.
Yeah, we'll have a brand new setup, and it's going to be very, very cool.
Yay. That makes me extra excited.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited. I just want it to happen already.
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be fun.
patient.
And then that's what I did. I went to uni, and you are going away this week.
Yep. Tomorrow morning, I am going to Stockholm, and then to Oslo, and then to Copenhagen. So just a nice little getaway for a few days. It's not a few days; it's 10 days. But I'm excited. I love Scandinavia, so
Yay, nice. But you said it's pretty cold.
Yeah, I'm meeting a friend there, and she's there right now, and she said it's freezing. So, but sunny, and I'm okay with freezing and sunny.
Yeah.
If it's freezing and miserable, I'll probably be a bit grumpy. But she was like, "Bring sunglasses, but also bring a toque."
For those of you that don't know, what is a toque?
Oh, beanie, bobble hat.
Yeah, a beanie, yeah. So
Yeah.
just like a woolly hat.
Like
In Canada, they call it a
toque.
Toque. I wonder where does that come from? I wonder. That's really interesting.
I don't know. And there's like, we're gonna have an episode on Irish slang, but in Canada, slang is different in every province.
I think we should incorporate. So we do have an episode coming on Irish slang, but I think we should get some British slang and some Canadian slang in there on that
too.
same episode as
Yeah,
well.
I think I should test you on Canadian slang because you lived there.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as I lived here now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
and then you can test me on British slang, and then we'll learn some Irish slang together.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
But yeah, I'm going away, and then we'll be back. We're going to film our first episode of Therapy Thursday when I'm back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Which will be really good.
Therapy Thursdays is coming when we're back, and you're going to meet Trisha for the first time. And yeah, stay tuned.
For someone who, I don't like talking about my feelings, but this is all my idea. But I think I just love Trisha, so I was like, okay.
But yeah, that's our catch up on our week.
Yep, right. On to language. We're trying to be more...
Get into the nitty gritty.
More structured. It's not working, but that's okay.
No, I feel like it is working. Because as long as it's just something to follow.
A little scroll.
A little rotor, yeah. That's good. Okay, so obviously, if you've been watching or listening, you will remember that we had the little spinny wheel. It chose language. And so this is why we're talking about it today. I've got some questions for you, Shauna.
All right.
Well, for both of us, really.
I was like, what
do we know about the Irish language? Do you know anything about it?
I know that there aren't many people who are native Irish speakers. Mm-hmm. I know that it is taught in schools now.
Mandatory,
yeah. But like that's not like last year, but quite recent. Mm-hmm. But once people leave school, it's not a language that's used. Mm-hmm. I don't know if... Well, I know people around the world speak Irish, but I don't know if they speak it in their everyday language.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you, like, how many people, like, what the percentages are or anything.
So from what I understand, from what I've heard from Irish people, is that when the way that it's taught in schools is not great, so that's why a lot of people outside of school, when they leave school, they don't use it anymore. I think you go from learning very, like, the basics to then having to write essays about it, and you just don't have all the knowledge that you need. I think if anyone Irish listens to this, correct us, please.
But that's, to compare it, I think it would be like Canada. Like Canada's second language is French, and so everything in Canada is in English and French, and we have to take mandatory French up into a certain grade level. It depends on where you live. Anyways, and it's the same thing. You learn, like, I can say all the colors, I can ask what time it is, I can count to 100, but I can't converse in French.
Yeah. I think that is one of the issues. But there are, worldwide, I think about 1.7 million speakers of Irish, but it's only because they're learning in schools the language. They're not like official speakers.
I wonder what that number would be.
So I think...
Minus all the school kids.
Yeah, so I think about 82,000 people speak it daily outside of school, which is really not a lot at all.
No, not at all. And I wonder if that's like, speak it as in you use a phrase, you use a few words, or if you're like fluently speaking it, that's your predominant language.
So I think the 82,000 is people that speak it every day. It's their first language, let's say. And I think most of those people are on the west of Ireland. So
the furthest coast from the UK.
Yeah, so like Donegal, Mayo, Galway, Clare, Cork, all of those counties would be like the main areas in which they speak it. And those areas are called Gaeltacht. It's like a specific area that has Irish as its first language, and I have a fun fact for you later. I'm not going to say it now, but it's regarding that, and it's it's good.
So it's called a Gaeilge,
yeah. And I learned today that there are they think about 9,000 people that speak Irish in Britain.
Oh, that's cool.
Yay, that's
that number's
cool.
Shocking, though, considering how many Irish people are in England. Or
What, you think it's shockingly low?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But considering how many Irish people there are in Britain.
That's true. But then again, it's just one of the sad consequences of, British colonialism.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Something Britain's really good at.
Yeah.
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 But I'm glad, as much as maybe the Irish language curriculum needs supporting, at least the first step of making it mandatory is there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Except in the north, they don't teach it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's considered part of the UK, which is an awful, awful, awful shame. But hopefully that
small
won't
steps.
be...
I mean, as long as the steps continue, but at least we're starting with
exactly.
one small step.
But I think there is a big in general from what I see, and bear in mind I'm only going off of what I see online, what I read, the news that I keep in touch with Irish news and stuff. From what I understand, there's a bit of a language revival happening right now. I feel like young people are becoming much more keen to learn the language, be fluent in the language.
I agree. Just looking on social media for Plastic Paddies, there's lots of social media resources out there, which I think is so great.
Yep.
Like this one lady, I cannot remember her name, but I'll get Kate to put it on the screen. She did a really cool post the other day of words that were similar. So for example, in Spanish, it's Papa is potato or dad. So she did the same in Irish, and it was super cool. And she had a audio on each clip, and that's such an accessible way. And I feel unfortunately, random things like that stick with you versus the syntax
sitting
of a
down
sentence.
in a classroom. Yeah, absolutely.
But I agree. I think you can reach people on such a wider basis now too. So
yeah, absolutely. And I think it's I feel like when I think of Ireland, because of the history, I feel like everybody's a little bit rebellious. Everybody's got that rebellious streak in them, and I feel like learning the language that has been taken away from a country is a small sort of modern day act of rebellion. It's you tried to squish this thing down, but you didn't succeed. So I feel like it's so power to you guys. Let's get this language off the going again.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Let's get it popular. Let's get the numbers up.
Fun fact for you: I moved a lot as a kid. We moved around a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, multiple factors moved us out of Australia, but my dad was right, wherever we move, she's not growing up with an Australian accent. She has to grow up with an Irish accent or a Scottish accent. I didn't grow up with either. But he was it's just so lovely and lyrical and
yeah. Oh, it is, and I do love it. I like a Scottish accent as well, actually. I feel like Scottish people get...
No, I love it.
People say, oh, it's not, it's
the
harsh.
Glaswegian accent's very harsh.
It is quite harsh.
But I still love it.
I really like it. Fun fact about Scotland, I knew all my life, I just knew in my guts, deep down in my guts, that I was part Scottish. I knew it.
Are you?
And when I did, you will be as well, because I think it's from...
I think that should be an episode, is me taking one of these tests.
Yeah, we will do an episode of Shauna's ancestry, and then we can compare, because I've got mine already. But I knew I was Scottish. I always felt called to Scotland. I always felt connected to it.
It's you're not related.
Could you imagine?
Are you? So you are?
But yeah, it's majority of my DNA is Scottish.
Wow. Which is so interesting that you feel like a plastic paddy.
I know. Well,
see, but I don't feel the same about Scotland. I feel the same about Ireland.
Oh, really? Maybe your Irish DNA will be really high. So
maybe
most of mine is my Scottish DNA is nearly 50%. My Irish DNA is nearly 40%. I've got about 13% English DNA, and I've got 5% Welsh DNA.
Oh wow!
Which I love, because I love Wales, and I love
one of my
Welsh
favorite places in the world, Besticoed.
In
Conway Valley in Wales.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
funny. I'll be interested to see if my Irish is, because I love Scotland. I was just there at Christmas, and I love going, but I'm always happy to come home. Where I go to Ireland, and I
want to live here.
Yeah, if I was in Cork a few weekends ago, which we talked about, if someone had been stay here,
here's a house you can stay,
I would have been
yeah, okay. I'm staying. I'm not going.
No
back.
questions asked. Not even here's a house. Someone would have been oh, there's no flight back. all right. I guess I live here now. No fight about that.
That's so funny. I probably would as well, to be fair. If somebody was like, there's a house going, I'd be like, yeah, I'm over there. The cat's, one cat under each arm.
Off you go.
And I'm going into Ireland.
They would need sweaters, man. They'd freeze.
They would. Bless them.
What is cat in Irish? Do you know?
No, I should have learned by now. I don't think it's taught us how Duolingo just yet. We're doing. This is how we're learning, guys. We're doing Duolingo.
Listen, it's about the effort, not about the platform. We would love to take like Irish lessons, and the London Irish Centre in Camden, does do.
They do
Irish speaking lessons. So it's something we should do.
And they do like a complete beginner. You don't have to have any experience. So
maybe we should do that instead.
Yeah, we should. We should go on that.
Because Duolingo is great, but
I'm gonna try and keep it up though. Still, I feel like it's good to just have
7-day streak.
Is it 8 days?
8-day streak.
Yeah, I'm on.
I haven't done today.
5-day streak now.
You knew more than I did though.
So I do know a little bit more than Shauna, but I just have to say, I'm very lucky in that. In my TV at home allows me to watch TG4, so which is anybody that doesn't know, it's a Gaelic speaking TV channels. They solely speak in Irish, and I obviously don't really understand. I don't. Well, you
must understand. You know, it's absorbing somehow.
So, but that's what I'm hoping, that it's like subconsciously my brain's like taking it all in, just this big noggin.
You know how I said, don't laugh. I mean, laugh if you want, whatever. When I was in middle school, I used to sleep on textbooks when I was stressed about a test to like try to absorb the information. My science teacher told me once. I was a good school kid. Okay, I tried. It's like that. That's something. I mean, I did well in school.
Yeah, so must have worked. Yeah. Something's gone in.
Yeah, don't do that. I didn't just sleep on a textbook. Yeah, I also studied.
Study, kids. Okay, stay in school. And I almost forgot to tell you something that I do know about the Irish language that maybe you don't know.
Oh.
Dialects. There are 4 different dialects from the 4 different... are they called provinces? So there is Ulster, Munster...
Provinces, yeah.
Connacht and Leinster.
They might not be called provinces, but I've heard them referred to as 4 provinces.
I think they are the 4 provinces. If anybody knows that,
let us know.
Let us know, yeah. But those are the 4 dialects of Irish.
So, maybe you don't know this, but dialect meaning the language is the same and they've had slight variations or completely different.
So, the language is the same and they've got slight variations.
Okay.
I'm sure, again, if anybody knows this, please do let us know, but I'm sure there might be different words in those dialects, but I don't know. But it's like
French and Quebecois French. Like Canadian French is different than French.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But
so
ultimately, I think same language,
I didn't know that.
Different like
variations.
Yeah,
slang maybe.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. And whenever I think about, the only one I can tell because the accent is so different is the Ulster dialect, because the North has such a different accent. I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference
between the bottom 3.
Yeah, if somebody was speaking in Irish. In English, I probably could, but yeah, Irish. Ulster is the only one I think I'd be able to recognise.
Maybe if we get good enough one day.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. Look, I tried to cross my finger and I have to like force it. Like that. That's ridiculous. Anyway,
right.
So you mentioned something before.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So I'm finding Irish really hard because it's. So I need to...
She's sick, guys. Give her some sympathy. She's not well. And she's going away when she's not well. Yeah, and she's here still filming.
Yeah, what I was going to say is I'm finding Irish really hard to learn because it's verb, subject, object. Mm-hmm. And English is subject, verb, object.
Yeah, the syntax is completely different.
It's really hard to move the words around in a sentence because I'm like, oh, is apple. It's got to go at the end of a sentence because we talk about the object last, where they do also, but the subject goes next and the verb. Like, I wouldn't say Caitlin's eating an apple. I say eating Caitlin apple.
Yeah, and it is. I saw a TikTok today about it. There's this girl on TikTok. She's called Irish with Molly, and she is a native Irish speaker, and she's a teacher. And I follow her on TikTok, and her videos are really, really good.
I'm pretty sure it's Irish with Molly who did
yes. I bet it was. She's really, really good.
We'll put her on the screen anyways because she's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's really good. And she was talking about the syntax of sentences today, and she was saying that she thinks maybe the reason it's like that is because it's a very emotive language. So they they do the verb.
The verb
first.
is the most important.
It's the most they would view that as the most important thing.
But that makes sense because the English language, the subject is the most important.
Yeah.
Where I can see if you're an emotive culture, who cares? Who cares? What I want you to know is that
I'm feeling like this, or what is happening,
or what you need to be doing.
And she said something along those lines, which I thought was really interesting. And that another example of something like that, which I think is so beautiful and sweet and wonderful, is again, I'm not an expert. I'm not. This probably is a little bit.
We are
wrong.
learning together.
Yeah, but when you say things like "I'm sorry" in Irish, there isn't like "I'm sorry." It's like "sorrow is upon me." Like it's a very. If you translate it into English, which I know we shouldn't be doing, but direct translations would be like "sorrow is falling upon me" and stuff. It's so magical.
Yeah, because like when we're right now in our Duolingo unit, it's a lot of like, he is, he eats. Like the word eats is different if it's a he or she or, Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, seriously, if we're wrong, please correct us because we want to learn and we want to know. But from what we've learned so far, I've heard the same. It's like they embody which is why the verb goes first. Yeah.
And I think that's lovely.
I do too. A word I learned this week, not on Duolingo, but just by scrolling on TikTok, was gra,
which means
love. And I love love. I think love's so cute.
It is very sweet. And gramour means lots of love.
Gramour.
Yeah. Aww. And do you know how I know that? It's very sweet. I think it's funny, but I think it's very sweet. There's a band. They're a hip hop group called Kneecap, and they're from Belfast, and they're
I followed them, and then I downloaded their thing on Spotify. I'm obsessed.
It's so good, cool, aren't they? And they're just like three young lads but you wouldn't think that they seem very sweet. Like I follow them on social media, and they seem like sweet boys. And I know that sounds silly because they swear a lot and they drink all the time, but I think I can just tell that their hearts are I think they're really good people and they've got really good hearts, and they always sign off their Instagram posts gramour, and I'm just like, oh, you're so sweet. They're just good boys. I just know it. But yeah, that's a good word.
So they rock up one day and they're like,
we're going to have them on the podcast one day. I know it. I'm manifesting.
We're going to go listen to them. I would love to see them live. We're going to see the Mary Wallopers live.
Yep. Excited for that. Have you listened to their stuff yet?
Yeah, I have.
Don't you think they're so good?
So good.
Really, really good.
Also, my new favorite thing, my trend on TikTok while we're on TikTok and language, because I think the Irish language is very lyrical, much like their singing.
Yeah.
And I keep sending Kate these videos of people like duetting together, trying to harmonize, singing like different Irish trad songs.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. I went down a rabbit hole yesterday.
Yeah, I feel that's so easy to do on TikTok, isn't it? One thing and you're just like scrolling forever. I follow these amazing women. Oh, I can't remember what their channel is called, but all they do is post videos of them.
Insert here.
Yeah, I'll try and put it in. Their videos of them lilting. You know,
is it two of them in the same video?
Yeah, and they're like,
I sent you this. Yeah, and then that old guy, remember?
Oh, he duets it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're amazing.
We will find them and put it in because they're amazing.
They're really, really, really good.
Right.
But now we're gonna do
some Duolingo with you, so you can learn with us. Please don't judge us.
The dreaded Duolingo.
I've been doing this for 8 days.
And I've been doing it for 5, so please, guys. So the way we've decided to do it, so everyone that is listening can hear as well, we're going to just do audio only. So it's going to play a sentence, and we are going to
listen to it, repeat it,
and say what we think it means.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to play it. We're going to say it. And then we're going to try and think of what it says.
Guess what it means.
I'm really confident with the word August. I know that means end.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, got that. Right.
Ban agus fear.
Ban agus fear.
The woman and the man.
The woman and the man.
Ban agus fear.
Fear?
No, fear.
far.
Oh, a woman and a man. No,
A woman and a man. Ban agus far.
Tá úl agat.
Tá úl agat. I
eat the apple, or the some. All
I thought that was bread.
all
Agat
is apple though. No.
Yeah, but she didn't say all.
Tá úl agat.
Oh, she did.
I was like, oh man, I just went.
Tá úl agat.
Tá apple and bread.
The apple and the bread.
Tá úl agat.
Oh, you
You
have
have
an
an
apple.
Agat is not bread.
No, it isn't. You
So
have
tá. So
tá.
mean have,
Mhm.
verb, object, no, verb, subject, object. You,
Apple you have. Tá úl agat. Right?
you, what is it? Flick back for a second.
So it's
Verb, subject, object.
so verb.
It's tá, to have,
Mhm.
ul, apple,
Mhm.
you,
Yeah.
agus.
Okay.
Táim agus tá sé.
Tom,
Agus
agus, tá,
tá
sé. He is and she is.
Tom agus
Tá,
tá
sé.
sé. I am and he is. Tom agus tá sé. I
Tom,
am and he
he
is.
Oh, I did pretty well though.
Yeah, that was really
Tom
good. You were
agus
close.
tá sé.
Isce.
Oh, sorry.
What was it?
Ólam pól isce.
Olin, Paul,
Ishka.
Ishka. Something about Paul. Ishka.
Paul drinks water.
Water. What? That sounded so weird.
Paul drinks water. I
was
got it.
impressive.
Olin Paul Ushka.
Ushka.
Is fear é.
Is far a. He is a man.
Is
far
far a.
He is a man.
He is a man. Is far a.
5 in a row.
Duolingo says, "I'm so proud of you."
Yeah, their little animations are
Ichim
cute.
arán agus ólam isce.
Oh, that was a long one.
Aran,
Agus
Agus, Olin, Ishka. Oh, I eat bread and drink water.
Let me play it again.
Ichim arán agus
Agus
ólam isce.
Ishka.
Ihim
Aran,
Aran
Agus,
Agus
Olam,
Olam
Ishka.
Ishka. What did you say it was?
I eat bread and drink water.
I eat bread and drink water. Yes! Guys, we're killing it. I'm
We're
sorry,
well.
but we are.
Is bíochlar é.
Is
Bichar
Bichlar
a.
a.
He is a boy. He boy is, yeah. He is a boy.
is. Is Bichlar a. It
It
is
is
a
a
menu. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It looks like boy.
Yeah, the word I don't know how to say.
It is a menu.
It
It's
is-
Bichlar a.
Bichla kind of reminds me of biblioteca, which is a library in Spanish.
Yeah,
An
Bichlar.
bíochlar.
The menu.
Yeah, the menu. On Bichlar. Da-da-da-da.
Tá sé.
Ta
Tashe
she.
is he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Táim.
Ta am I am.
I am, yeah. Time. Yay. We got perfect, guys.
Yay! How did you do? Ooh.
Celebrate. Yeah, that was our little Duolingo test.
Yay.
Please give us some support. I think we're doing really well.
I think so. I'm impressed. I took Spanish for 4 years and I don't know as much Spanish as I do Irish.
To be fair, I didn't.
I had the best time in high school Spanish, but I watched Nemo in Spanish. We watched The Simpsons
I
in
think
Spanish.
that's what we should maybe
She
do.
gave me a Spanish name. She's like, no, Sean is an Irish name. You know, Isabella. I was like, okay.
Oh, really?
I had the same Spanish teacher for 3 years.
That's so funny.
For 3 years, I was Isabella.
Isabella.
Identity crisis. She was great. I had the best time in Spanish. And we made piñatas. I
And
didn't.
the things that you hit with the...
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
how much
fun.
Spanish I learned.
That's a really good idea about the films. I feel like I bet there is like classic films that we will know that have been Irish, like dubbed
100%,
over.
I'm
We
sure.
should look for some.
Yeah, because of reason, I mean, not to slag her off, she was a phenomenal Spanish teacher. I just didn't work very hard. She was like, well, you know what happens in Nemo. So when
Yeah.
they say the word fish,
You
or
know what's
dad,
happening.
you know what the sentence should be, so you should be able to use the vocabulary we've been learning. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's
fair-
such a good
fair
idea.
play.
We should do that definitely. Right, now I have got some Irish phrases that I know that I'm going to say to Shauna, and you've got to try and guess what they are. I'll help you. Okay. So the first one is Dear Glitch. Dear Glitch.
Dear Gaeilge.
Dear
Dear
Glitch.
Gaeilge. Not a jinkies. To you.
No, Dear Glitch.
Give me like a contextual clue.
You would say this every day when you see someone.
How you doing?
Yeah, it is like a greeting. It's
Oh,
like
right.
hello, but I think if you were to literally translate it, it means something like God be with you or something like that.
But it's like a...
It's like a general
What's
greeting,
up?
like a hello. Yeah, dear Glitch.
What is it?
Dear Glitch.
Gaeilge.
Yeah, more like a itch sound at the end. Dear Glitch.
Glitch.
Yeah,
Glitch.
we'll get there, guys, with pronunciation.
We'll try.
Please don't rip into us.
Or correct us. Tell us how to say it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell
you
us
can
how
type
to
it
say
phonetically. Please.
So the next one is Slán Awalia.
Slán Awalia.
Slán Awalia, yeah. Awalia? I think so because these two letters are making me think it's a V sound. Slán Awalia.
BH is a V, usually.
Yeah.
Slán
Slán Awalia.
Slán Awalia. Could I have a good context?
It
clue?
would be
Slán
the
Awalia.
opposite, kind of the opposite to what we just said. Slán Awalia.
Have a good day.
No. So
See you later.
Awalia means home.
Go home.
Slán Awalia is safe home.
Oh, so
Like goodbye, get home
safe.
And it's really funny because you will hear Irish people that speak English say the words safe home. Like if someone's going
That's
away,
sweet, though.
they would say safe home. Yeah, it's very sweet.
Slán Awalia.
Slán Awalia. You know this one, Sláinte.
Cheers.
Yeah.
What does that say about
I don't think it doesn't translate directly to cheers.
No.
If anybody knows what Sláinte directly translates to,
It'll come to me randomly in a second. We went to the Jameson's factory.
oh, they told you.
Yeah. The girl giving the tour was phenomenal.
Was she?
Yeah.
The next one is Erin Gabrach. And I'll give you a clue. It's very patriotic. Erin Gabrach.
Some air in the island.
Erin Gabrach.
The best island.
Island forever.
Oh,
it means.
okay. Ireland forever.
And you know this
Gabrach.
one as well. I taught you this the other day. Pogue Mahone.
Kiss my ass.
Ass. Okay, so this one is a toughie, but I think I remember how to say it.
Oh my god. I can read them all. That doesn't help me.
So this is Benachti Nafila Padrick Ort. And I'm going to give you a clue.
Patrick, meaning Patrick.
Yeah, what do you say to people in Ireland to do with Patrick?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yay! So it's Benachta. No,
Benachta.
Benachti.
Na.
Na. Fila.
Fila.
Padrick.
Patrick.
Ort.
Orth.
Benachta na Fila Padrick Ort.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And this might be a controversial one, but I don't care. So you have to say Trucky or La.
We'll slow it down.
Trucky.
Tracky.
It's not said the way I'm saying it, but it sounds like it when you say it fast. But there's a specific. Hang on, let me Google it.
Let us play it for you. Why is it controversial? What context would it be used in?
So this,
the Irish are the best?
No, you'll hear this a lot. You'll hear this a lot in the north.
Oh.
And you will hear it from people in the north who identify as Irish.
Go back one. If you go back and type in translation, you'll be able to pull up the how it's said.
What do you mean?
Type in translate to it.
Oh. No, they don't.
Oh.
So this is something that I'm very
Annoyed.
shocked about, is that on Google they don't have the little speaker thing where you can translate. They don't have an option for Irish. And I've also noticed that on Instagram, if somebody writes something in Irish and you press see translation, they haven't bothered to translate it, which I think is insane. So anybody that works who's Irish or speaks the Irish language, who works at those places, come on, guys, get on it.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I now know what it means, sorry, because we translated it, but
Oh, yeah.
our day will come.
It literally translates to our day will come, but
it more means
you will hear it in the north and in the Republic. It's basically like, it's like a get the Brits out basically. And that the band Kneecap that I just told you about, they have a song, and in one of their songs they say, "Chucky, you're alive, get the Brits out now," and that's all I think of when I hear that.
Because they sign up everything with grandma.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's right. Free the 6 counties.
Right. I went to a pub with this name. No idea what it means.
Oh, so Shanae.
Shanae.
So let me give you some. It's like Shanae.
All finished?
Yeah, like that's it.
Like we're done?
That's it. We're
That's
done.
it.
Yeah. This one is funny because we talked about this last week. Copante. Think about the last episode and the things that we were talking about in the last episode.
No, because now I can think about is Kate Kerrigan going tea shop.
Copante.
Because it sounds like cup of tea. I know it's not. Oh, that's what it is. I was like, I've just been offended so many people.
It's literally cup of tea, Copante.
Copante.
And then the last one is Cane Tame. Cane Tame.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that was a good hint.
And then what was the... Do you remember... Let's throw it in there because you just said it. The tea shop. Do you remember the actual pronunciation of it? It sounds very much like tea shop.
Tea shop?
Sounds like it's tea shop.
Tea shop.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you did well.
I would say
so. Squish.
Thanks, Squish.
Okay, so it's time for Irish Fact of the Day.
Okay.
And this is a really cool one, I think, for you, and because of what we were talking about before with the
I'm excited. Yeah, because I did last time.
The Gaeltacht in the areas of Gaeltacht in Ireland.
Right.
So there is only one official Gaeltacht in the world outside the island of Ireland, and guess where it is?
Canada.
Yeah! It's literally in Canada.
Where in Canada?
In Ontario.
Oh.
Which I'm surprised about.
Yeah, me too.
But it's, the only official Gaeltacht outside of Ireland, and it was declared as such in 1994, which means it's been there for ages.
That's older than I am.
Yeah.
That is quite disappointing.
What, that it's in Ontario?
Yeah.
Because that it's not in
Newfoundland,
yeah,
Nova
I know what you
Scotia.
mean. I know what you mean.
Because those provinces, I think...
are extremely
there's
connected.
lots of lost language there that should be recognised, and it's not.
Yeah, that is sad. But I just thought, what a cool...
Yeah, that is cool. I mean,
cool
I'm glad there's one at all, but how exciting.
I know, that is exciting. And yeah, that was our fact of the day.
We need a jingle.
We do. I'm going to make a fact of the day jingle, and I'm going to pop it in before fact of the day. But yeah, guys, I think we must be at...
Yeah, we don't know because
now.
we're filming both ways. We're filming horizontal and filming landscape so that we have content for lots of different places. So it feels really weird.
Yeah, we've got 2 phones, our janky setup. This is why I'm on a laptop today, because we've got little notes here.
If you could see, we've gotten jankier today because there's no natural sunlight. So if you could see what the setup is.
It's shocking.
But we showed up.
We did it. And we hope you enjoyed it. We did. I thought that was a really fun episode.
I thought it was so fun. So, Grammar. We can say Cine.
Yeah.
Cine.
Oh, that's such a good idea. And I have a suggestion. One day we're going to learn and sing on here the Irish national anthem. It's in Irish, so
as long as you turn the volume way. I'm happy to learn and sing it, but bless you all.
We'll have to put some auto tune on it.
Yeah, she can sing. No,
so
she can sing. Having lived with her and listened to her sing in the
shower.
No, I'm not going to. She can sing. Can we pay your brother to sing?
Oh my God! I should ask him if he'll do a jingle for us. You will hear my brother's voice. I'm not just being...
He's phenomenal. He's writing a musical. Go follow it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Called Avalon, the New Musical.
Yeah.
His logo is sick.
And it's about...
And the music in it is phenomenal.
The music's really good. He's written it all himself. He's an amazing singer. It's about Arthur and the Round Table and the knights and all of that, Arthurian legend.
It's so good.
Follow him on Instagram, Avalon the New Musical. It's really, really, really good.
But we should get him to A, help us sing the Irish National Anthem,
Yes.
and B, write us a jingle.
I'm going to ask him to write us a jingle. I'm sure he will because he's a little love.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for listening. You can listen wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music. Watch us on YouTube.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Please start commenting. We want some interaction from you guys. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. As we said, we filmed this 2 ways now. We'll have this
more
week.
content.
Yeah, we'll have more content on Instagram and TikTok. So,
Yay.
yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Bye.
So bye.
Sinead. Sinead.